In this tutorial, we will look at object properties in AutoCAD. Seen here is the layer drawing. This drawing is located on the CD, so you may want to open it to follow along. Now there's a great many properties that objects have, but the most important are layer, color, and line type. We can control most of these properties from the Properties toolbar. Here it is, and I'll redock it so we can see it better. In a previous tutorial, we saw that the layer control is on the Layers toolbar. Here you can set the current layer, as well as turn layers on or off. You can also assign a layer to an object. This is the color control, where you can assign colors to objects. And here is the line type control. You'll notice that both controls are set to by layer. By layer means that the color and the line type is determined by the color and line type assigned to the active layer. In general, this is the best way to handle using different colors and line types. That's to say, you create a group of layers with distinct colors and line types. And then when you want to change these properties, you just change the layer rather than having to deal with the color and line types of individual objects. Of course, it is possible to override this and change the color to green. Now if I draw a line, the color will be green even though the active layer is visible. The color is no longer set by the layer. Moving on, you can add different line types from the line type control. The layer drawing already has the hidden and center line types loaded. If I select Other, that brings up the Line Type Manager, where I can click on Load to load another line type. For instance, I'll select Phantom. Press OK, and you see that the Phantom line type is now available in this drawing. Now the easiest way to change the properties of an object in AutoCAD is through the Properties window. There are a number of different ways of accessing the Properties window. One way is to select the object or objects that you are interested in, and then right-click. At the bottom, you see Properties. When I select it, the Properties window opens. We are currently seeing the properties of that line. As you can see, there's the color green, it is on the visible layer, and it has a number of different properties that we won't concern ourselves with. I will now select the color and change it back to by layer. When I do that, I'll press Escape. You see that the color of the line switched to yellow. So the color is being controlled by the layer and not the color setting. Another way to access the Properties window is from the Standard toolbar. This is the Properties icon, and when I click on it, you see that no objects are selected. So I will select a couple of lines and change the layer to the hid layer. So when I close this and press Escape, you see all of those lines are now on the hidden layer. I can also type the command Properties or use the alias CH. Press Enter, and this also brings up the Properties window. Now I'll select the text, and you see there are several things we can change aside from the layer, line type, and color. For instance, I could edit the text height and increase the size of the text. Let's say 50. Now when I click on the drawing area to update the height and close the window, you see that the height has changed. This completes the tutorial on changing object properties in AutoCAD. We've looked at the layer, color, and line type controls, as well as what is meant by layer. We also used the Properties window to change the properties of different objects in AutoCAD.